only getaways. Oh, what a contrast they can be.
Well, here's to a girly weekend in Stanthorpe and Nikki. They've even rolled out the red carpet. What would you say if I told you Queensland's food and wine capital was now located only half an hour from Brisbane? I suspect you'd say something like, take me there immediately. Thanks, Cheryl. It's a wish easily granted with Sunshine Aviation's brand new direct service to the Granite Belt. Departing Archerfield Airport by appointment, it slashes the 3-hour drive to only 30 minutes in the air. It's perfect for those who are time poor, yet want to get the most out of a weekend in the Granite Belt. My girlfriend Nikki and I are perfect examples. Well, here's to a girly weekend in Stanthorpe and Nikki. They've even rolled out the red carpet.
Oh, this is special.
Whether you're heading away for a girly escape or a romantic getaway for two, Sunshine Aviation can tailor a package to suit. Accommodation is included. In our case, it's the Olive Grove Estate. Located only a short walk from the town of Stanthorpe, the freestanding houses can each sleep from 4 to 8 guests.
Nice. This is lovely.
What a getaway, and you can't half tell Mum's on holidays. I've got the 4-year-old suitcase.
It's a little bit short for you, though.
No, your room's that way.
Okay.
The accommodation is decked out with everything we need for a comfortable night's stay. Important after a busy day of touring. Not that I'm complaining, by the way.
Coming with us and go for a wine tour.
Oh, thank you. Good, thanks.
Filippo's Tours offers guests the chance to head off the beaten track to some of the lesser known but equally special wineries of the region. Frank, it's a great big bus for just 2 girls. Does that mean we will be going home with a few goodies, do you think?
That's for sure. You definitely will be going home with some goodies. Sometimes a lot of people buy a fair few cartons of wine to take home with them.
Wild Soul Winery is our first stop. At just over a hectare, it's the smallest vineyard in Stanthorpe and produces organic and biodynamic dry reds. What I love is you do everything by hand. So you've got the lovely presses out the back, the labelling, everything.
Yes, everything by hand. In fact, when we planted the vines, we dug every hole by hand and planted rootstock. My husband grafted them. So, yes, it's a labour of love.
Absolute labour of love. Wonderful. What you come away with from a visit to these smaller wineries is a sense of the passion these winemakers have for their craft. Now, Adrian, tell me, I love the names of your wines. They're so beautiful. The Gertie Semillon, the Lily Chardonnay, the Luella Plum Cabernet. Children, grandchildren?
Grandchildren.
Beautiful.
Yeah, grandchildren. That keeps us honest. We can't make an inferior wine and put our children's names on it. So.
Adrian Tobin is so particular about the quality of his grapes that he let his vines grow for 7 years before harvesting his first drop. Now that's patience.
So it's all a devotion to wine and getting exceptional wine. Life's too short now to make anything but.
Have you got a favourite grandchild?
No.
Or wine?
No. I see wines like people, you know. We've all got our own characters, and I see some good in all of those, yeah.
Our lunch stop on Filippo's Tours is pure heaven. It's a skincare shop where one must be particularly careful when it comes to what's edible and what's not.
One weekend we had 2, I believe they may have been young gentlemen, and the proceeds were taken with them.
Took a bite.
Took a bite, 2 bites, 2 different teeth marks, and I'm sure their mother and father were happy the next day.
I'm sure we could check dental records.
Yeah.
Justin Heaven is the store's owner and chief soap maker. All of his products are free of chemicals and full of locally sourced ingredients. I imagine it's a lot of fun to create because you have so many different things here. Fun to think up what you're going to do next?
It is. The shop front allows us to learn what people want. We get ideas from our customers that come through the door, and that's the fun part about it.
The shelves are full of delights such as Rocky Road and Coconut Ice soaps, Mineral Mud body bars, and body lotions scented with rosewater and hibiscus flower. And these could really top off a great night in Stanthorpe.
Definitely, combined with some lovely local wine, mixed with some Pure Heaven product, bath salts, bombs, the best way to finish a weekend.
Talk about spoiled. The chick flick is in the DVD, the ice cream in the freezer. This is Stanthorpe hospitality at its best. But the adventure doesn't end here. After the break, we'll explore more of what this lovely region has to offer. So stick around. Or maybe come back soon. The simple pleasures are by far the best. Things such as taking an early morning stroll, breathing in the crisp winter air, and enjoying freshly ground coffee. They can all be found alongside the banks of Stanthorpe's Courtpot Creek. Nick, I don't think we've been away like this on our own since we were teenagers. Weekends at Stratty.
I think you're right. Don't forget about the cruise.
Ah, yes. You know what's so scary about that is that that's 20 years ago. Then all those other family holidays, you know, it's been about the kids the last few years, so it's a bit special to just spend some time on our own.
I think you're right. Just finishing off a conversation without being interrupted.
Never happens.
Oh, it's really nice.
Day 2 of our all-inclusive tour is a trip with Granite Highlands Maxi Tours. It's another big bus. Word must have spread that we're here to shop. And who could blame us with such delightful stops on our itinerary? Terry, 12,000 lavender plants. You must be the most relaxed person I've ever met.
I am actually very relaxed, but I don't know that it's necessarily that. It's a lovely lifestyle.
I was so surprised to see something like 90+% of our lavender is imported.
It's shocking, absolutely shocking, and the quality is often dubious, and so people are best advised to buy carefully.
Terry Bonner loves her lavender, so much so that she set her farm in the middle of her husband's cattle property. May I just say I feel completely in keeping with the colour scheme here. Even the working dog wears purple. And for something that's so relaxing, it's actually pretty labour intensive in terms of harvesting, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's a big job. Just keeping the weeds down to give the plants full growth potential, and we harvest fully by hand.
Gee, hence this?
Yes, it's our sickle, and
Might
it's a
get you to
little
have a
scrub
go?
sickle. Yes, I'll just show you.
Terry grows 22 varieties of lavender that are used in everything from scones to oils and even those scented bags for the sock drawer.
Smell this lavender bag. And Beck, did you know if you squeeze these lavender bags, have another smell, brings it back to life again.
It blows your head off.
So all your lavender bags at home, you can give them a good squeeze.
Great.
Beautiful.
The Granite Belt is all about shameless indulgence. Every one of the senses is catered for, but taste is most definitely king.
I haven't met anyone that doesn't like chocolate.
And you haven't met anyone today who doesn't either.
No,
Pretty big fans.
Fantastic. Well, today we're actually making chocolates. What you have in front of you is the dark chocolate. It's a morsel chocolate, and it's already been melted.
If you've ever wanted to make your own chocolate, Bella Rose's Tea Rooms is the place to do it. Nat Burton is the Granite Belt's own Willy Wonka. She delights in divulging some of the tips of the trade when it comes to chocolate. You've given me a wheat pack. What's that for?
The wheat pack will actually keep it nice and warm for you, so it doesn't set too quickly.
Using locally produced liqueur, we create a range of chocolates, the cherry ripe style being my particular favourite. It's going to be beautiful in the end, I promise. We've wined and we've dined, and best of all, it's been possible in just one weekend. Sunshine Aviation tailors Granite Belt trips to suit. Packages start at $590 per person and include return flights to Stanthorpe, one night's accommodation, breakfast, lunch and 2 half-day tours. Not only is it a convenient way to see the Granite Belt, it's also a cost-effective way too, and one that I can't recommend highly enough.
Oh, these are pretty.
I know.
Yummy.
It's a piece of art with a very limited lifespan. Everyone leaves with their own little box of their creations, although I'm not too sure this one's going to make it through the flight home.